the first inning. He's coming up for the first time, and their starting lineup brought to you by Autotrader.com. It is the exact same starting nine for Joe Girardi in all 5 of these games, with Derek Jeter, Curtis Granderson, and Robinson Cano at the top of the batting order. Got Alex Rodriguez, Mark Teixeira, Nick Swisher in the middle, with Jorge Posada, Russell Martin, and Brett Gardner rounding it out. Very potent lineup, and they will face Doug Fister. Fister was 8-1 with the Tigers after he was traded to Detroit from the Seattle Mariners, and he makes his second postseason appearance.
Yeah, well, he staked to a 2-0 lead. There may be a little bit of extra nerves when you get a lead in the final game of your series, but look for him to try and do the same thing he did for most of the first game, and that's throw a lot of strikes and mix it up.
Derek Jeter leads off, takes strike one. Jeter is 5 for 19 in the series. Has 2 runs batted in, drove in 2 big runs for the Yankees on Tuesday night. He opened up the scoring for New York in a 10-1 Yankee win that forced this deciding Game 5 here back at Yankee Stadium.
I could only think when Andy Pettitte we saw throw out the baseball in Game 1 before the game, his first pitch. I was just thinking, you know, they always had him to go to in these crucial games for all those seasons.
Well, Nova picked Pettitte's brain and watched a lot of things that he did to see how he did do it. So there's a wealth of knowledge, and Nova's willing to learn from all those great pitchers they had. And for both these guys, it's real similar. Fister probably took a nap before today's game. That's how he relaxes. Nova's very relaxed. You wouldn't know if he was pitching or not pitching. You know, it's a good formula to have, but when you get on that mound, see if you can put it to use.
Jeter, and that is, oh, what a play. Cabrera on his glove side to the bag. Miguel Cabrera saves an extra base hit. And Jeter is robbed. First out of the first inning for Doug Fister is a beauty.
Well, the defensive positioning of Cabrera this entire series has been close to the line on Jeter as they're trying to take away that extra base hit, and just a beautiful play to his left and then covering the bag.
So 1 gone, and Curtis Granderson coming up. Granderson did the damage with his glove in Game 4 of this ALDS. Those 2 terrific catches that Ron Darling pointed out in our open, and it was really a game changer. Might have been a series changer. That catch Granderson made in the first inning, robbing Don Kelly of extra bases. Perhaps even an inside the park grand slam in Game 4.
You could make the argument, even though the score got out of hand, that without those catches, the Yankees aren't here tonight.
Granderson also had an RBI in that game. And down he goes. So Fister, who works fast, throws a lot of strikes, has 2 quick outs here in the first inning.
We talked about those 5 different lineups. The defense for the Detroit Tigers, Young, Jackson, and Ordonez, who started the first couple of games. Don Kelly gets a start at third base. Peralta, Santiago has played a lot in this series. Cabrera with that great play, and Avila doing the catching. A little banged up is Alex behind the plate.
The Tigers have been tight defensively. No errors in this ALDS. That would be the first post-series in franchise history without an error, if they can navigate their way through this game. Fister's the kind of guy that promotes good defense as well. He is around the strike zone, usually throws it where he wants it, and works fast. Robinson Cano with 2 away.
Well, what you're not going to see is 3 pitches in the same spot and the same 3 pitches. He really has a good feel for the game, whether it's a cutter, a curveball, changeup, up, down. He really, really works the zone and keeps the hitters guessing.
Bouncing ball to Peralta. And a good start for Doug Fister. John said you got to be a closer in the first inning, and Fister goes 1, 2, 3. And a reminder that this American League Division Series coverage on TBS is brought to you in HD by BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Yankee Stadium has another ball game to play. They weren't sure when they left town whether there'd be another game here at Yankee Stadium, but after the Tigers won the middle 2 games, games 2 and 3, the Yankees coming up with a big win in Game 4, and here we are, Game 5, the first of 3 Game 5 elimination games over the next couple of days on TBS. You got both in the National League in a Game 5 scenario tomorrow. Ivan Nova back on the mound. Maglio Ordonez leads off for Detroit, and he's swinging away on the first pitch.
Well, if this were a football game and the other team returned the kickoff for a touchdown, you still got plenty of time to recover, and I think that's the feeling you got to have as a pitcher. No big deal. That's it. That's all I'm getting. My team has scored me a lot of runs throughout the year, and when I get the lead, I'm undefeated.
But I think one thing it does tell you is that Detroit came in pretty loose to this game to be able to deliver those 2 home runs, and the pressure goes right on Joe Girardi's team here playing in their house down by 2.
0-2 on Maglio Ordonez. And a foul tip in and out of the glove of Russell Martin. Ordonez stays alive barely.
The only thing he does sometimes, Ron, on that pitch is he stands up a little bit and that slider just kind of spins over the middle. When he gets down through it, he's a big guy. A lot of leverage, a lot of arm length. When he gets down through it, that slider bites harder and he gets more swings and misses.
Nova did not allow a home run in the first inning all season during the regular season. 2 of them here tonight.
Just interesting. He's changed his game plan a little. In the first start that he pitched many more fastballs. He's really relying on his slider here in his second start.
Ordonez down the right field line. Long run for Swisher in the corner, and that will slice foul in the seats. So Ordonez still at it. A ball and 2 strikes on the former batting champion. Won a batting title as a member of the Tigers in '07. The Tigers had a batting champion this year in Miguel Cabrera. There is A.J. Burnett picking up a key win. If the Yankees should advance, can look to Burnett's start on Tuesday night. And a swing and a foul tip. That one in and out of the glove of Martin as well. There's no skill in that play for a catcher. It is either in the glove or it is not.
When you're spread out, though, like Martin is right here, there's more places that you can get hit, and that one foul tip right off the instep of his right shoe.
Russell Martin has had a great series behind the plate, blocking pitches, and you figure he'll be blocking a ton tonight with Ivan Nova in that breaking ball. As Ordonez rips one down the left field line, that's going to go to the wall. Gardner picks it up, and Ordonez into second base. It's a leadoff double. Maglio Ordonez now with 4 hits in this ALDS. He is 4 for 9.
3 extra base hits in this game, all on breaking pitches. The 2 home runs, and here this double from Ordonez.
Yeah, the cat and mouse game between a pitcher and the team he's faced for the second time is he threw a lot of fastballs, was effective, and then later on mixed it up. Sometimes I think you can overthink yourself into saying they're going to attack me early, I'll get my breaking pitches over. But to Ordonez, who has been beaten a lot on fastballs, you kind of give him a chance to catch up to an off-speed pitch.
Well, it'll be Alex Avila, the Tiger catcher, still looking for his first hit of this postseason. And the Yankees bullpen is active already. Phil Hughes is loosening. Hughes pitched on Tuesday and was impressive. He struck out 2 batters in a 3-up, 3-down inning in the 8th inning against the Tigers in Detroit.
You know, game 5s are great for everybody but the pitchers because it can get away quick and you don't have that leash of making up for a mistake or 2. And that's why getting out of the gate is so important in an elimination game, to at least pitch as deep as you can and not have that bullpen going.
You know, it's interesting you say that, John, because in your career, your game 7s are so memorable. I pitched a couple in my career, and that is exactly what happened. They just get away from you so quickly that you can't even, the world moves so quickly, and you're off the mound before you know it.
Avila, bouncing ball. Robinson Cano will make the play. A productive out for Alex Avila as Maglio Ordonez advances to third base. And the Tigers have a runner 90 feet away with just 1 away in the 2nd inning. Watch
Cano on this ground ball. Very important as he backhands. He takes a shot and a look at maybe going to third base to get Ordonez, but thought it was too risky a play. Proceeded to first for the sure out.
And again, maybe if they're 2-0 up, he takes that shot.
Yeah.
You never want to create a big inning, but you also can't play super tight in these games.
Yankees have their infield in. Johnny Peralta at the plate. Peralta 4 for 15 during this ALDS. Has a couple of doubles. Has an RBI. He was a home run hitter during the regular season. Made the All-Star team. First-time All-Star for Peralta. He was a member of the Cleveland Indians that eliminated the Yankees back in '07 here at Yankee Stadium, as that one is bounced to Rodriguez. 2 outs in the inning and a big out for Ivan Nova. Maglio Ordonez has to stay put at third base.
Boy, that ball hit right on the nose by Peralta, but right at Alex, who was in, even with the bag. Gets Ordonez back to third base and gets the easy out of first.
And now the Yankees can put their infield back to normal depth with Ramon Santiago stepping in. Detroit's 9-hole hitter. Santiago had a big game 3. 2 for 4 with 2 runs batted in. Alex Rodriguez step on the grass even with 2 outs.
It's only a couple at bats, but Santiago's 2 for 2 with runners in scoring position this series. He has been clutch.
That one skips away from Martin a little bit, but Ordonez won't challenge him. That's the other part for the Tigers, being aggressive on the base paths, doing whatever they can to get a runner at third base, because Nova pitches in the dirt quite a bit.
Well, Joe Girardi said that he hasn't seen anyone any better than Russell Martin's been all season long. You see the catcher, if a ball hits the dirt, they'll throw it away and get a new ball from the umpire. No one's done that more than Martin this series.
And has the bruises to show for it as well. 2 balls and a strike on Santiago with a runner at third. And he cuts through 2-2.
2-out runs are daggers in an elimination game, but so is the inability to get a runner in from third with less than 2 outs. So far a draw. See how this inning plays out with 2 strikes.
Another great play by Russell Martin. Keeps it in front. Nova in a full count against Santiago. Tigers have driven in 1 2-out run in the last 26 innings. Both of Santiago's hits were as a right-handed batter. He's looking for his first hit as a lefty. Inning started with a double from Maglio Ordonez, a 2-strike double. He fouled off a couple of pitches, rips it down the left field line. He's at third base. Nova trying to get through this second. And a swing and a miss. Down he goes on strikes. Ivan Nova puts up a 0 in the second. Alex Rodriguez will lead off. We head to the home second in a moment.